Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Here we go again for another total body workout. You won't need any equipment for this one. Just free up some floor space and let's get into it. We're gonna get things started with some joint mobility and then we'll head into our warm-up series. So to get started, let's stand up nice and tall and we're just gonna go 3 neck circles in each direction. Just go ahead and tuck your chin to your chest. Swipe your chin across to your shoulder. Make a big circle over and around to the other shoulder. Swipe it down to the chest. And let's go ahead and reverse. We got 3 to each side. There we go. Very good. Next, we'll go into some forward fold sweeps. So we're going to roll down the side of your body, go towards the right foot, reach and pull yourself down toward the floor. Swipe your hands over to the left side and we'll roll back up. Stand up nice and tall. Rolling back down to the left. Pull yourself down. Take a big breath here at the bottom. There we go, that was 1, we're gonna do 3. Use this time to just check in with your body, see how you're feeling and how you're moving. Notice if you have any tight spots and maybe take a few extra minutes to work through those areas. There we go. Next, let's go ahead and roll out our wrist. So let's go 10 circles one way. And let's change directions. You might feel some snaps and pops in there. That's okay. We just want to make sure our wrists are ready to move because we will be doing some push-ups and spending some time on our hands and knees. There you go. Go ahead and shake those out. Next, lift one foot. We're going to draw some ankle circles. We're going to go 10 in each direction. Try and make a big circle, as big as you can. Really searching for those tight corners in our ankle mobility. Get our feet nice and ready to move. Switch sides, 10 each direction. You can hold on to something if you need to for your balance. I know my ankles are snapping quite a bit. Let's go ahead and go the other way. And notice if one side is harder than the other, or if you notice any uncoordinated movements in there. Just something to be aware of. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up set. We're gonna run through this 2 times. We'll start off, sit back into a squat. We're gonna hold it down here. You'll step out right side, step in, other way. We got 5 reps each side. Make sure you're not transferring your weight over, you're holding it on this balanced leg. Here we go, 1 more each side. There you go. Next, we'll go into some inchworm, so get nice and tall. Reach down to the floor. Let's walk it out to a plank. And walk it right back up. Stand up nice and tall. We have 5. There we go. Next, we have a staggered stance good morning with a reach. Go ahead and get your left foot out in front. Right foot, we're staying on our toes. Shoulders down and back. Let's get our hands up at our shoulders. We're gonna shift our hips back and reach out in front. Get nice and long from your fingertips to your hips and pull back in. We're gonna do 5 each side. Pull back. Think about pulling your elbows back and pinching your shoulder blades right here to get some activation in the upper back. Last one. Good. Switch sides. Most of your weight should be on this front foot, so focus on that as you hinge your hips back, get long, and pull. One more. All right, let's rest about 60 seconds and then we'll run through that again. All right, let's jump into those work sets. We got 3 supersets today, so 2 exercises back to back with minimal rest. We'll rest about 60 seconds between each set. Go ahead and do as little or as much as you want. I recommend anywhere between 2 to 5 sets for everything. This is your workout, so go at your own pace. If you need more rest, if you need more reps, do what you gotta do for you, okay? Let's get into it. We got 1.5 rep squat, so get your feet nice and screwed into the floor, shoulders down and back. We'll sit back, full depth squat, come up halfway, back down, up, there's 1, we got 10. Focus on keeping constant tension through your legs and core. If you want to add a weight to this, go for it. Keep this slow and controlled. This should not be bouncy. Here we go, that was 10. Let's bring it down for our push-ups. Now, if you can't do a full push-up, I recommend doing this off an incline or from your knees, okay? So let's go ahead and get into our push-up position. We'll come all the way down, halfway up, back down, and up. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes and keeping that pelvis tucked for these push-ups. We got 9 more. All right, guys, that's our first working set. Go ahead and rest, and let's repeat that for another few rounds. All right, guys, let's keep things rolling with our work set number 2. We're gonna do a single leg RDL. Go ahead and get nice and tall. You want to think long spine throughout this entire movement. Shift your weight to one side. We'll hinge at the hips and reach down for the floor. To modify, you could put something down in front of you to reach down to that's maybe a little bit higher off the floor so you don't have such a big range of motion. And then you can progressively work to reaching towards the floor. We got 10 on each leg. Let's go ahead and switch sides. My right side's the bad side, so you might see me balance check a bit on this one. Here we go, long spine, we're almost done. Last one. There we go, nice. We'll bring it down to the floor for bear toe taps. Come into hands and knees. We'll bring those knees to a hover. Try and keep your hips and head around the same height and prevent rocking side to side during this movement. All right, so we're here. You're gonna bring your opposite knee up, touch your toe, back down, switch sides. If this is a challenge for you, you can go ahead and go to knee taps. Those are a little bit easier. Still hard though. Good, guys, that was our work set number 2. Let's rest and run through that again. All right, for this next circuit, we'll be down on the ground doing some floor work. So we'll start on our back. If you can, go ahead and get a solid surface behind you, whether that's a wall, a couch, really anything that you can push on that's not gonna move. Go ahead and do that. Set yourself up, lay down on the floor. Put your hands back on whatever stable surface you're using. Go ahead and lift your legs from the floor. Think about pulling your rib cage to your spine and holding your pelvis neutral, okay? We don't want any shifting, so your low back shouldn't be peeling up. Try and keep everything pulled downward. You're creating tension through your upper body by pushing into your surface. And we're gonna extend one leg out as far as we can without touching the floor. Pull it back in. We got dead bugs. We got 10 on each side. Focus on keeping that rib cage and back pulled down as we do this and creating tension through your midsection. All right, then we'll flip over to our stomach. We're gonna do Supermans with a lat pull, so I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. We're gonna start arms out in front, bring your head down to the floor. You're gonna lift your legs and upper body from the floor. You don't wanna extend your neck. Just look down in front of you. Pull your elbows to your sides, really squeeze right here. Reach out nice and long, and back down. All right, that is our third working set. Let's rest and run through that again. All right, we'll finish off down here on the floor to flow through some light movements to decompress from this workout. All right, go ahead and lay down on your back, feet in close to your glutes, arms out to a T. Take a big breath in. And let your knees fall to the side as you exhale. Focus on keeping your shoulders down and just getting some gentle movement through the lower back. Take a big breath in, come back to the middle, and exhale down to the other side. And just go back and forth for a few reps. Inhale to the middle. Next, go ahead and tuck your knees into your chest, give them a big hug, and we're just gonna rock gently from side to side. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Try to slow your breath and heart rate. Seated, put the bottoms of your feet together, sit up tall, and just think about pulling your knees down to the floor. Just take a few big breaths while we're here. One more position change. We'll flip over to hands and knees. Go ahead and rock your hips back toward your heels and walk your hands out in front of you. Get nice and long from the tips of your fingers down to the bottom of your hips. Push into the floor through your fingertips and take a few big breaths while you drop your chest and armpits to the floor. Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave me some feedback down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys, see you next time.